Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shrutismritipurananam alayam karunalayam namami bhagavatpada Shankaram lokashankaram Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. With the abundant blessings of our Acharya Swamiji, we are now proceeding with the next session of Arya Shatakam of Mookapanchashati. We are on Shloka 42. Mami, 42.
Kalayamyanta shashadhara Kalayankita maulim amala chidvalayam Alayam agama pithi Nilayam valayanka sundarim amba.
Kalayami antaha. Kalayami means, normally this word Kalayami has got several shades of meaning. Basically it means to make. Here it means to meditate. Because it says Kalayami antaha. Antaha means in my heart, inside me. In my heart, I meditate on Devi, who is now described. Shashadhara Kalayankita Maulim Amala Chid Valayam. Shashadhara Kalayankita Maulim is description of Shiva. Shiva who is having moon on his head. This description we have seen many times. And every time he is coming with a different set of words, different phrases. Shashadhara. Now commonly we call moon as Shashi. That Shashi is Shashadhara. Shasha is hare or rabbit. Shashadhara is moon which has a kalanka which looks like a rabbit. That is the meaning of Shashadhara. So Shashadhara is moon. Kalaya with the kala of moon, with the digit of moon, Ankita is marked, Mauli is head. That means Shiva, whose head is marked by a digit of moon. We know that. Amala Chid Valayam. Valaya means a bangle. Valayam here it means a circle. That means surrounded by a circle of Chit, consciousness. Chid Valayam. Amala Chid Valayam. Now she is surrounded by, Devi is surrounded by a circle of consciousness. A surrounding of consciousness. Now, that surrounding of consciousness is further qualified as Amala Chid Valayam. Amala means stainless, pure. Now, is there something called consciousness which has mala, which has dirt? What is meant here is free from Maya. Maya is the dirt, because it is consciousness which produces also this world. This world is full of Maya. Now we are all having consciousness. All jivas have consciousness. But we are all enshrouded in Maya. Now that Maya is only for jivas, not for Parabrahmam. So what is the difference between Parabrahmam Chit and our Chit? Our Chit is Maya Chit, and Devi's Chit is Amala Chit. So that is what he means. So Chit free from Maya, consciousness free from Maya, that is surrounding her. That means she is herself form of consciousness we have seen before, and she is also surrounded by a ring of consciousness. That means Maya can never really touch her. That is the indirect reference to Amalachit Valayam. Maya can touch only jivas. Maya is under the control of Devi. She directs Maya towards the creation. Alayam agama pithi nilayam. Alayam means one who does not have laya. Laya means death, destruction. Here, end. something which gets merged in another is called laya, that we have seen before. Laya means merger. If you lose your entity, individuality, and merge in something else, that is laya. Now, she does not have to lose her entity or individuality and merge in something else. That is for jivas. Jivas have to lose their identity and have to merge in Devi. But Devi is singular, unique. So she is alayam. She is without any need for merger. She is without end. Ananta alaya. Agama Pithi Nilayam. Agama is Vedas, Pithi is asana, a seat. Nilaya means abiding in, having her abode in. Having her abode, Nilayam is abode, we all know. So having her abode in the seat of Vedas, that means what? She is always referred in Vedas. Her reference is Vedas. If you want to know something about Devi, you have to go to Vedas. So Agama Pithi Nilayam. If you want to find somebody, you go to his house, isn't it? So similarly, if you want to find Devi, you have to go to Vedas. Agama Pithi Nilaya. Valayanka Sundarim Ambam. So that is why he used the word Valaya in the first line. Now, second line also he is using Valaya. That is the beauty. Valayanka Sundarim Ambam. Valayanka is Shiva. Shiva, who is having the mark of Valaya, mark of bangle, mark of bracelet of Devi. When Devi embraced the Saikata Shivalinga, the Shivalinga of sand, then her bangles, there was a mark, there was an impression left of those bangles on the Saikata Shivalingam, on the Shivalingam of sand. So Shiva is Valayanka, having a mark of bangles. So Shiva Sundari, Sundari is beloved, beautiful. Beautiful beloved of Shiva is Valayanka Sundari. Amba is mother. She is our mother. So the poet says, I meditate inside my heart on Shiva, Shashidhara Kalaya Ankita Maulim. Oh, sorry. This is Devi whose head is marked with moon, not Shiva. Devi who has the moon on her head. So Shashadhara Kalaya Ankita Maulim, whose head is marked with moon. So Devi whose head is marked with moon, who is surrounded by a ring of consciousness free from Maya, who does not have any end or merger, and who has her abode in the seat of Vedas. She is always to be found in Vedas, and she is the beloved beauty of Shiva, who has got a form marked with the impression of Devi's bangles, and who is our universal mother. So Shashadhara Kalayankita Maulim is Devi, whose head is marked with moon. So we go to the next one.
Sarvadi Paramasadhaka Gurvanitaaya Kamapita Jushe Sarva Kritaye Shonima Garvayasmai Samarpyate Hridayam.
Hridayam Samarpyate. He is using a passive voice. My heart is dedicated to. Then he is describing Devi. Asmai. Asmai means this. Somebody who is in front of you, you say Asmai. To this person. To this person, my heart is dedicated. Who is that person? He is describing. Sharvadi Parama Sadhaka Guru Anitaya. Sharva is one of the names of Shiva. Shiva, when he is engaged in destruction, Samhara Murti is called Sharva. Sharva is Samhara Murti, Shiva. Sharva Adi, Shiva and others. Paramasadhaka Guru. That is, this is a reference to Sri Vidya Guru Parampara. In Sri Vidya Guru Parampara, they are all upasakas of Devi and they are gurus of Sri Vidya Tantra. Now, the first guru is Shiva, followed by so many others, followed by Durvasa, Agastya, Lopamudra, Manmatha, Chandra. So many others are there in that Guru Parampara. They are all upasakas of Devi. So, in that list of upasakas of Devi, worshippers of Devi, the topmost slot is that of Shiva. That is why Sharvadi Parama Sadhaka. Sadhaka or upasakas. Sadhaka is one who does sadhana, one who is engaged in upasana, meditation, puja of Devi. Paramasa, supreme. Supreme sadhakas, if you make a list, and Sharva tops that list. Sharvadi Parama Sadhaka Guru. They are not only sadhakas, they are also gurus because they have got, every one of them has developed their own method of worshipping Devi. Manmatha has got his own method, Chandra has got his own method, Durvasa has got his own method, Shiva has got his own method. Now, if you go into Sri Vidya techniques, details, then you will find even mantras have been developed by each of these gurus, which are different. So that is why they are all gurus in their own right. And they not only have developed their own mantras, they have also taught various common mantras of Devi. So they are forming a Guru Parampara. Sharvadi Parama Sadhaka Guru Anitaya. Anitaya means somebody who has brought. Anitaya means somebody who has brought into being here. Brought means brought into being. That means established. Somebody who has established a Guru Parampara. Who Devi thought that this Guru Parampara should come into being. So immediately the Guru Parampara came into being. Without Devi's Sankalpa, nothing will move. Even a trina, even a blade of grass will not move. So she thought that a Guru Parampara should evolve with Shiva as the head. Sharvadi Parama Sadhaka Guru Anitaya. So it is Devi who brought into being a Guru Parampara of Parama Sadhaka, supreme worshippers, which includes Shiva and others. Kama Pitha Jushe. Devi is, this we have seen before. Jushe means she delights. She is very happy in Kama Pitha, in Kamakoti Pitha, which is in Kanchipuram. Sarva Akritaye. Akriti means form. Sarva Akritaye means she is having forms of everyone. All forms are hers. Whatever you see, whatever you don't see, whatever you can't see, because they are all in some other universe. Whatever is there in creation, whatever has got a form, all forms are Devis. Sarva Akritaye. Shonima Garvaya. Garva actually means conceit, arrogance. But here it does not mean that. It means pride. It means glory. That means there is a pride, there is a glory in her Shonima. Shonima means redness, red color. Her Kamakshi's red color is such that it has its own glory. That redness itself has got its own glory, apart from other glories of Kamakshi, of her form. Various glories are there, but redness itself is a glory. This we have seen before, because redness comes out of compassion. Now, because now here we have talked about Sri Vidya Guru Parampara, this Shonima has got a reference to that Guru Parampara. That is how he is using the word Shonima. In Sri Vidya technique, Sri Vidya wordings, there are two concepts. One is Prakasha, another is Vimarsha, Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is known as Prakasha and Shakti is known as Vimarsha. Don't think there are two entities. There is only one entity, that is Devi. Devi, in her Sankalpa, divides herself into two, and that is Shiva and Shakti. And Shiva is Prakasha and Shakti is Vimarsha. And Shiva is white and Shakti is red color. Because it is red color which is actually responsible for creation. The white color is responsible for being alone, not for creation. That is why Shonima is associated with Vimarsha. Vimarsha means enlargement. Prakasha is light. Shiva is the light, and Shakti is the enlargement, the expansion of the universe. You can expand, but you have to provide light. Now, that light is provided by Shiva, the expansion is provided by Shakti. Now, both are part of Devi. Now, Shonima Garvaya, she is proud that she is able to create with this redness, which is associated with her Vimarsha form. Because why she is proud of her creation? Because she is giving a chance to all the jivas to realize Devi and to leave samsara behind. That is the pride. Shonima Garvaya. Asmai, to this Devi, my heart is dedicated. My heart is dedicated to this Devi who brought into being a Guru Parampara which has supreme worshippers, including Shiva and others, and Devi who delights in the Kamakoti Pitha in Kanchipuram, who is universal, all forms are hers, who is of universal form, and who is proud of being red in color. To that Devi, my heart is dedicated. Next.
समया सान्ध्यमयूकैः समया बुद्ध्या सदैव शीलितया उमया काञ्चीरतया न मया लभ्येत किं नु तादात्म्यम्
Namaya labhyate kimnu tadatmyam. He is asking a question. Poets, have got different ways of expressing the same thought. Sometimes they put in the form of a question. Now here there is a question. What is the question? Maya labhyate na. Is it not obtained by me? Is it not obtained by me? Labhyate, obtained. Maya, by me. Na labhyate, not obtained. Is it not obtained by Kim is a question. Is it not obtained by Kim? No, if at all. Is it not obtained by me at all? What is not obtained by me? Tadatmyam. Tadatmyam means become merged. Sayujyam we saw the other day, 4 types of moksha. Now the highest moksha we saw was Sayujyam. This Tadatmyam is another word for same, Sayujyam. That means becoming one with Devi. Becoming indistinguishably one. That is Tadatmyam. Tatu Atma. Tatu is Devi. Atma means her Atma. That is, you become her Atma. That is same as she. That is Tadatmyam. That quality is Tadatmyam. Now, the further description of that Devi with whom he is saying, can I not get Tadatmyam with her? Namaya labhyate kim tadatmyam. Tadatmyam, can it not be obtained by me? That is the question. Is it not obtained by me? That is the question. Now, samaya sandhya mayukaihi. Sandhya is adjective of sandhya. Sandhya means evening time, dusk time, when night is approaching, at nightfall time. Sandhya mayukaihi. Now, red colored sun. Sun is having red color. So Sandhya is referring to the red color. Mayukha is rays. Red rays of dusk, red rays of nightfall at that time. Samaya, equal to. Samaya means samana, equal to. That is, her color is equal to the red color of evening setting sun. That is the meaning. Samaya, Sandhya, Mayukaihi. Mayukha is ray of sun. Samaya buddhya. Buddhya, intellect. Samaya buddhya means samana buddhi. That means only one intellect. It has been, this phrase has been interpreted as one intellect. That means abheda buddhi, abheda drishti. That means with no second. That means my buddhi is completely immersed in Devi. I don't have any other thought. That is Samaya Buddha. Only one thought, only one buddhi. That is Samaya Buddha. Samaya actually means equal. Here it means one, singular. There is no other interference in my intellect. Samaya Buddha. Now, who is having Samaya Buddha? Not us, she. She is having Samaya Buddha. That means for her, there is no second person. She is the only one person. Like Jnanis are having Samadarshana. Jnanis always see Devi in every object. Now, Devi herself is in the Aham Brahmasmi state always, Chit state always. So she is in Samaya Buddha state, only with one intellect, at all times. Sadaiva Shilitaya, practiced continuously. This Abheda Drishti is practiced continuously. It's not as if she is practicing Samadrishti at one time and not practicing at another time. Sadaiva Shilitaya means practiced. Shila actually means conduct. Here it means practice. Sadaiva Shilitaya, always practiced, always meditating of only one entity. That is Samaya Buddhya Sadaiva Shilitaya. Umaya. Uma is Parvati, Kamakshi. Kanchi Rataya. Kanchi Rataya. Rati is attachment, delight. She is having attachment to Kanchi. She likes to stay in Kanchi. So Kanchi Rataya. With that kind of Devi, can I not get Sadatnyam? Can I not get Sayudyam? Can I not get merger with that kind of Devi? Samaya Sandhya Mayukaihi. Her color is red color, like the setting sun. And Sadaiva Shilitaya Samaya Buddha. Always practicing Samabuddhi, that is Buddhi of only one person, that is herself. And that is Uma. Uma is one of the several names of Parvati, as we all know. Uma is the name which Parvati got when her mother Mena asked her not to go on penance. 5-year-old Parvati, when she went to for penance to attain Shiva, she said, "Don't go. Uma, don't go." So that became her name, Uma. So Umaya, Kanchi Rataya, delighting, having attachment to abode of Kanchi. Namaya labhyate kim tadatnyam. Tadatnyam, can merger not be attained by me? Yeah, next.
जन्तोस्तव पदपूजन सन्तोष तरङ्गितस्य कामाक्षी बन्धो यदि भवति पुनः सिन्धोरम्बस्सु सम्भ्रमीतिशिला.
Now he is calling Kamakshi. She is saying Kamakshi, then he is making a statement, addressing Kamakshi. Jantoho tava padapujana santosha tarangitasya. Tava, your padapujana, worshipping your feet. Tava padapujana, pujana, worshipping pada, feet. Jantoho, the Jantu, he is not saying Manushyaha, Manushasya, he is not saying. He is not talking only about human being. He is saying Jantu, any living being who engages in worshipping your feet. Jantoho tava pada pujana santosha tarangitasya. Now, when he does the puja of the feet, what does he get? He gets santosha. Santosha is contentment, happiness. Contentment, happiness. He does not long for anything else. That is santosha. Actually, santosha means being satisfied with what you have. That is santosha. Now, this jiva, this jantu, is full of delight in having been able to worship Devi's feet. That jiva is completely satisfied. That jiva is not longing for anything else. That is santosha. Tarangitasya. That santosha comes not in one standard static form. It comes in a dynamic form. It comes in the form of a wave. Taranga is wave. Santosha tarangitasya. Now that taranga is produced by whom? By Devi. By Devi, this taranga, the wave is produced. Now that Santosha taranga, this Jantu is immersed in that taranga. This Jantu is immersed in the wave of contentment, wave of satisfaction of having worshipped Devi feet. Now what is happening to the Jantu? Next line. Bandho, not Vandho, it should be Bandho. Bandho yadi bhavati punaha Sindhoho ambhasu bambramiti shila. Punaha, if now the Jiva is already in the samsara, is having bandha. Now for getting released from this bondage, that Jiva is doing Pada Pujana, worshipping Devi's feet. Now again if bandha bhavati, punaha, again, yadi if bandha bhavati, bondage happens. If the Jiva faces bondage once again, even after having worshipped the feet, that means that will not happen. So he says this will never happen. You are talking about an impossibility. Whenever an impossibility is talked about, the poets have got a very interesting way of describing that impossibility. In Upanishad, for example, there is an impossibility which is described as without realizing Parabrahmam, you cannot cross this ocean of samsara. That is what Upanishad wants to tell us. Now, it says, the Upanishad says in a different format. It says, if you have crossed the samsara without realizing Parabrahmam, it is like wearing sky as a cloth around your body. That is what it says. Can anybody wear the sky as a cloth around one body? Veshtanam. Is it possible? Not possible. Sky cannot be folded in the form of a dhoti. So, what is an impossibility is described as wearing sky as a cloth. Realizing, without realizing Shiva, if you have to cross samsara, that means it is never possible. So, similarly, here he says, if rebirth is to happen, if the Jiva is going to be bound once again, even after having worshipped Devi, it is like this. Like what? Sindho Rambhasu Bambrameti Shila. Sindho in the ocean, Ambhasu in the waters of the ocean. Ambha is water. Ambasu in the waters of the ocean. Shila Bambrami iti. Shila is stone. The stone is, Bambrami is revolving. In an ocean, if you throw a stone and then you say that stone is revolving without getting lost in the ocean, without getting immersed in the ocean, then that is what it is. That means it is not possible. It's an impossibility. Now, an impossibility is described like this: a stone floating and revolving in the waters of ocean. That is what is like a jiva having worshipped Devi's feet is to be born again, is to be subject to bondage again. Bandho edi bhavati punaha. Sindho rambhasu bambrameti shila. And then he is saying, he is addressing Kamakshi. That means this is your sankalpa. This can never happen. An impossibility is described like this. Next.
कुंडली कुमारी कुटिले चंडी चराचर सवित्री चामुंडे मुनिनि कुहारिणि गुह्ये गुरुमूर्ते स्वाम नमामि कामाक्षी.
Here again, the poet is addressing Kamakshi and he says, Swam Namami. I bow to you, I worship you, I prostrate to you. And then he is giving lot of attributes of Devi, one by one. Several attributes, a very famous shloka in Mookapanchashati. Kundali. Kundali means she is having kundalas. Kundala is an earring, a beautiful earring she is wearing, that is Kundali. Kumari. Kumari is a young girl, because if you have seen Devi worshippers, they always start with Bala mantra, Bala Tripura Sundari. Then they go to advanced stages of Panchadashi, Shodashi, etc. So Kumari is the first display, first emanation of Devi, whom a sadhaka worships, Kumari. Kutile. Kutila means crooked. Now, what is crooked here? The crooked is Kundalini. Kundalini is in the form of a sarpa. Kundalini is in the form of a serpent, as we all know. And that serpent is in the Mooladhara chakra in a folded form, rounded form. Then it travels upwards as the sadhaka does practice. As the sadhaka does practice, it travels upwards and then it goes to the topmost Sahasrara chakra, that is the eighth. So that Kundalini Shakti is Devi, that is Kutila. Now, Kundalini Shakti is described as Kutila here by the poet. Kutila means crooked, curved serpent. Chandi. Chandi we all know. Chandi is Devi of fierce valor, fierce parakrama, very valorous. Now, this Chandi we come across in Devi Mahatmyam, in Mahishasura Mardini form, in Shambha Nishambha Mardini form, we see Chandi. Chandika is described as taking three forms, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati in Devi Mahatmyam. All the three are forms of one Chandika Parameshwari, that is Chandi. Tarachara Savitri. Savitri means one who generates, a mother. Savitri is one who generates, a mother. That is why one of the names of, one of the forms of Saraswati is Savitri, because she is the mother of all Vedic mantras. All Vedas emanate from her. That is why she is called Savitri. Savitri and Savitri are one and the same. Charachara Savitri. Chara, Achara. Chara is moving, Achara is non-moving. That means she is the creator of all moving and non-moving objects. That means she is the creator of the entire universe. That is Charachara Savitri. Chamunde. Chamunda is the name which comes from Devi Mahatmyam, Durga Saptashati, where Devi kills Chanda and Munda, two asuras. Then she gets the name of Chamunda because that Kaushiki Devi herself gives this name to Kali. Yasmat Chandam cha Mundam cha Grihitva Tvam Upagata Chamundeti Tato Loke Khyata Devi Bhavishyasi. Chamundeti Khyata Bhavishyasi. Your name will become Chamunda because you killed Chanda and Munda. Gunini. Gunini means having three gunas, three attributes. What are those three attributes? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. We have seen before, this entire universe is subsisting, is made of only three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. These are the constituents of this universe. You cannot take away these gunas from the creation. So she is she is responsible for the creation, and she assumes Maya, which has got Trigunatmika Maya, the three Maya of the three gunas. So that is why she is Gunini. Maya is not her normal form. We have seen before. A chit without Maya, that is her nature. But she assumes Maya for the purpose of creation, that is Gunini. Guharini. Guha here is meaning a cave. Here it means the heart cave. Heart is often described as a cave. We all know it. Guharini means Devi who comes, who appears in the heart cave. If you seek her very diligently, in a prayerful mood, then she makes her appearance in the heart cave. That is Guharini. Guhye. Guhye means secret. She is herself a secret. She is a mystical Devi. You cannot get her easily. You cannot understand her easily. You cannot know where she is. You cannot get any knowledge of her without her anugraha. That is Guhya. See, a person is inside a cave. How can you know whether that person is there or not there? Unless that person tells you, I am in this cave, please come and meet me. Like that, unless Devi makes herself visible to you, you are not going to see her, you are not going to realize her. That is Guhya. Guru Murte. Now, if she remains Guhya, it is of no use to Jivas, isn't it? So, for ordinary Jivas like us, she has to make herself visible. Now, how does she make herself visible? In the form of a Guru. She is also a Guru. Guru means dispeller of darkness. That is the definition of Guru. Gu is darkness, Ru is dispeller. So Guru is the teacher who dispels darkness, who gives you knowledge. So she is of that form. Which form? Kamakshi's form. Kamakshi is all this. Whatever was described so far, Kamakshi is Kundali, Kamakshi is Kumari, etc. And she is also Gurumurti. So I worship Kamakshi, who is having beautiful earrings, who is of a young girl form as Bala Tripurasundari, who is also in the form of Kundalini Shakti in the Mooladhara Chakra in all living beings, and who is known for a valorous form whenever she has to destroy asuras, and she is the creator of all moving and non-moving objects, this universe, and she is Chamunda, the killer of Chanda and Munda asuras, and she is the Trigunatmika Maya. She is having Maya under her control with three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and she comes and appears in our heart cave if she gives her anugraha, if we pray to her. Though Guhya, though she is a secret person, though she is very difficult to get, she appears if we pray. And how does she come? She comes in the form of a Gurumurti, in the form of a Guru. Yeah, next.
अभिधाकृतिर्विधाकृतिः अचिदाकृतिरपि चिदाकृतिर्मातः अनहन्ता त्वमहन्ता भ्रमयसि कामाक्षि शाश्वती विश्वम्.
Kamakshi, Shashwati, Vishwam, Brahmayasi. Kamakshi, Shashwati, you are eternal. Shashwati, you are eternal. There is no time when you were not there. There will be no time when you will not be there. Past, present, and future, at all times, you are Shashwati. What do? You are doing Vishwam Brahmayasi. You are deluding the universe. Brahma, you are creating Brahma. You are by going, by making the jivas go round and round. Brahmana is going round and round. Brahma is delusion. So Brahmayasi is the poet has used in a very nice context. Brahmayasi creating delusion, and by creating delusion in jivas, what do? They keep going on round and round from birth to birth. That is Brahmayasi. Now, further description of Devi. Abhidakritihi, Bhidakritihi, Achidakritihi, Chidakritihi, Mataha. Mataha, oh mother, you are like this. You are what? Abhidakritihi. Abhidakriti means Abhida Akriti. That means a form which has no difference. A form which has no difference means what? Only one form. That's what we have been seeing all along. Parabrahman has no form at all, and if Parabrahman takes a form, that is only one form. That is, all other forms are Maya, all other forms are Mithya, all other forms are false. There is only one true form, and that is Paramatma. So, Abhidakritihi. Bhidakritihi, that is the opposite of Abhidakritihi. Bhidakritihi means having different forms. They are apparent forms. They are not real forms, but they are all apparent forms. Therefore, different forms of creation in the universe. Several jivas, several living beings, non-living beings, they are all Bhidakritihi, different forms. So the same Devi is singular with no other form in one stage. She also appears with different forms with Maya, same Devi. Achidakritihi, then Chidakritihi. Chidakritihi we have seen. Chiti Akritihi, that means form of consciousness. That we have seen. She is Parabrahman, she is of the form of consciousness. Achidakritihi, form with no consciousness, like a stone. Now all other forms have got some consciousness. A stone, a mountain does not have consciousness, isn't it? Though latent consciousness is there according to Shastra. But apparently, there is no consciousness. The mountain is not able to move, mountain is not able to speak, the stone will do none of the conscious activities. But is the stone without Devi's presence? Because if you say stone is without Devi's presence, there is somebody other than Devi who is responsible for stone being there. That is a wrong proposition. Because there is nothing other than Devi, there is nothing other than Parabrahman. There is only one Parabrahman in the entire universe. So that stone which appears unconscious is also another form of Devi. So Achita Akriti, form which looks unconscious. Chitakriti, Anahanta, Tvam, Ahanta. Then another pair of opposites. Ahanta, Anahanta. Ahanta means one who is having ego. That is, we are all jivas. We have ego. Ego means what? I am different from somebody else. That is called ego. Ahankara. Aham means I. Aham means I. Ahankara is the sense of I. Ahanta is same as ahankara. That means I have ahankara, so it is ahanta. One who is having ahankara is ahanta. That means one who is having ego, one who thinks he is different from the others. Anahanta is just opposite of that. That means aham brahmasmi level he has attained, that jiva has attained. He is the jnani, so he is not having any difference. He does not see a second person. He is having only one person in mind, and that is Parabrahman. He has assumed his identity. He has attained his identity with Parabrahman. So he sees everything as Parabrahman. That is Anahanta stage. Ahanta is the stage of the Jiva when he is yet to evolve. Anahanta is the stage when he is the Jnani. Now both Jiva and Jnani are forms of Devi only, isn't it? So all descriptions refer to Devi only. Jiva is also Devi, Jnani is also Devi. Now there is a term which is used in Shakta literature, Parahanta. You might have seen. If those who have read Devi literature, Upanishad, Devi related Bhavana Upanishad or Saundra Lahari, etc., you will find Parahanta. People often use the word Parahanta. Para Ahanta. Ahanta is again Ahankara. Para means supreme. Supreme Ahankara. What is supreme Ahankara? We just saw Ahankara is related to Jiva state. What is supreme Ahankara? Supreme Ahankara is she knows that she is alone. There is no other than her. She knows that. She is in the Anahanta state. But she comes down to the level of creating the universe. That is, she assumes Maya. Without assuming Maya, you cannot create the universe. So she is becoming, though she is Para, she assumes Ahanta. So she is becoming Para Ahanta. That is, at the time of creating the universe, she assumes Ahanta, but that is not true. That is not her nature. So that we must understand clearly. Anahanta Tvam Ahanta. Tvam means you. You are Anahanta, you are also Ahanta. Like this, you are deluding the universe. See, this pair of opposites, is it not creating confusion? That's what he says. Shashwati, though you are eternal, Vishwam Brahmayasi, you are deluding the universe. You are deluding the universe by being form with no difference, forms with differences, consciousness, form of consciousness, form of no consciousness, form of ego, form with no trace of ego, and like this you are deluding the universe. Next.
शिव शिव पश्यन्ति समं श्रीकामाक्षि कटाक्षिताः पुरुषाः विपिनं भवनम् अमित्रं मित्रं लोष्टं च युवति बिम्बोष्टम्.
Shiva Shiva, he started the sloka with the exclamation Shiva Shiva. Shiva Shiva he is using as an exclamation. In olden days, elderly people particularly, you might have seen they used to say Shiva Shiva. If something unacceptable happens, something bad happens, they will say Shiva Shiva, oh, this should not have happened. So he says something which is laced with wonder. At that time, Shiva Shiva, like aho. Aho is another term which poets use for expressing wonder. So Shiva Shiva is also an expression of wonder. Something which should not have happened, if it happens, it's a matter of wonder. So people used to use Shiva Shiva in olden days. So Shiva Shiva, poet is referring to that habit. So he says Shiva Shiva, oh ho, oh this has happened. What has happened? Purushaha samam pashyanti. Shri Kamakshi Katakshitaha Purushaha samam pashyanti. Purushaha, people. Purusha does not mean males as opposed to females. You don't take it that way. Whenever a Purusha is talked about, it includes three also. All humans. Shri Kamakshi Katakshitaha. Those humans who have been blessed with the Kataksha of Sri Kamakshi. Katakshitaha, blessed with Kataksha. Subject to Kataksha is Katakshita. Blessed with Kataksha. Blessed with sidelong glance. If you have been subject to the sidelong glance of Kamakshi or blessed with the sidelong glance of Kamakshi, what will happen to you? Samam Pashyanti. Sat Jnanis, they look equally. They look equally at what is now described in the second line. They look equally at these opposites. Vipinam Bhavanam. Vipinam is forest, Bhavanam is a mansion. They look equally at a forest and at a mansion. Whether you put the Jnani in a mansion, whether you put him in a forest, he has absolutely no distinction. He does not bother at all. That is Vipinam Bhavanam Tamam Pashyanti. Similarly, Amitram Mitram Tamam Pashyanti. Mitram is friend, Amitram is enemy. Whether somebody is a friend or enemy, they look equally at them. This is Samadarshanam. Samadarshanam is basic for a jnani. If you don't have Samadarshanam, you are not a jnani. Samadarshanam is required for a jnani. He should see everything as a manifestation of Parabrahman. So he does not see any difference between various objects. Loshtam cha yuvati bimboshtam. Loshtam is a piece of stone. Yuvati, young girl. Bimba Oshtam. Oshtam is lips. Oshtam is lips. Bimba is bimba fruit, red colored fruit. So red colored lips of a girl, like a bimba fruit, attractive red colored bimba fruit like lips of a young girl, and a piece of stone. Both are looking alike to a jnani. So Shiva Shiva, this is the great wonder. Something which does not happen normally to human beings has happened to these human beings who have got sidelong glance of, who have been blessed with sidelong glance of Kamakshi. Is it not a wonder? So he is saying, ha ha ha, this is a great wonder, Shiva Shiva. So humans who have been blessed with the sidelong glance of Sri Kamakshi look equally at forest as well as mansion, at friend as well as foe, at a piece of stone as well as the red colored, attractive bimba fruit like lips of a young girl. Next.
कामपरिपन्थि कामिनि कामेश्वरि कामपीठमध्यगते कामदुघा भवकमले कामकले कामकोटिकामाक्षि.
He is addressing Kamakshi and then he is making a prayer. This time he is making a straight prayer. All this time he was giving various references. But here he is making a straight prayer. Kamadugha bhava. Become Kamadugha. Kamadugha. Kamadugha means like Kamadhenu. That means a cow which gives whatever you desire. That is Kamadugha. Kamadugha. Dohanam is milking the cow. So Kamadugha is giving the milk of all your kamas. Whatever you desire, that cow will give you. So become like that, he says. Become a Kamadhenu for me. That is the prayer. Become a Kamadhenu for me. Grant all my desires. Now he is addressing Kamakshi in various ways. These are all various terms of address of Kamakshi. Kama Paripanthi Kamini. Kamini means the beloved of Shiva. Kama Paripanthi. Paripanthi means enemy. Enemy of Kama, enemy of Manmatha. Enemy of Manmatha is Shiva, and he is the beloved of Devi is the beloved of Shiva. Paripanthi is a waylaying robber. It's a very interesting expression in Sanskritam. Panthaya, as you know, is a path, a way, a road. If a robber comes suddenly and confronts you and robs all your belongings, he is a paripanthi. So it refers to enemy. Now Shiva is the enemy of Kama and Devi is the Kamini of Shiva. Kameshwari, she is Kameshwari, Shiva is Kameshwara. In Lalitopakhyanam, you find this reference to Kameshwara and Kameshwari. When Chidagni Kunda Sambhota, when Lalita Devi appeared from the Chidagni Kunda, there was find a bridegroom for her, and the bridegroom is Shiva. That is, at that time, he is known as Kameshwara, and Lalita Devi is known as Kameshwari. Now, Kameshwara and Kameshwari, these names refer to the act of creation, because they are going to create, they are going to destroy the Asuras and create a world of happiness. That is why Kameshwara and Kameshwari. Creator is a world of happiness. Kamapitha Madhyagate. She is in the Kamapitham, Kamakoti Pitham in Kanchipuram. Kamapitha Madhya, in the center of Kamapitha, she is sitting. Kamaduga Bhava, we have said before, become my Kamaduga, grant all my desires, become a cow of granting all my desires. Kamale, he is addressing Kamakshi as Kamala. Kamala is actually a name reserved for Lakshmi, because Lakshmi and Saraswati are forms of same Kamakshi, we have seen before. He is addressing as Kamale. One meaning can be like that. Another meaning, which is a extended meaning, is she is in the Sahasrara Dala, in the topmost chakra in the human body, which has 1,000-petaled lotus. In the 1,000-petaled lotus, she joins Shiva. So she is Kamale. Kamakale. Now, Kamakala is a term which is a very technical term in Sri Vidya terminology. Like you have various Bijaksharas, Aim, Hreem, Shreem, etc., etc. Kamakala is also a Bijam, a Bijakshara. Now, that Bijakshara is supposed to be superior to even Panchadashi mantra. Panchadashi mantra is the highest mantra, next to only to Shodashi mantra. Now, Kamakala is even more subtle, more sukshma than even Panchadashi mantra, according to Sri Vidya technical terminology. Now, this refers to the power of creation again. Kamakala refers to the power of creation, and that Bijakshara refers to certain parts of the Devi's form, which are also mentioned in Saundarya Lahari. Kamakala has been mentioned in Saundarya Lahari. Kamakoti, we have seen this before. One of the names of Kamakshi is Kamakoti. Kamakoti can be interpreted in two ways. It can be interpreted in many ways. Two basic ways is one who grants crores of desires. Whatever is your desire, let it be any number, any type, she will grant. That is one meaning. Another meaning is Koti means the limit, the last point, the last part of Kama. Last part of Kama is Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. The Koti, the limit, the last point of Kama is Moksha. So she will give you Moksha. In fact, Kamakshi Vilasam says clearly, if you pray to Kamakshi inside that Kamakoti area, if you pray to Kamakshi, even if you do not ask for moksha, Kamakshi will give you moksha, because she is Kamakoti. She is the giver of moksha. So even if you do not ask, if you ask for something else, she gives you that something else and also moksha. That is what Kamakshi Vilasam says. That is why she is Kamakoti. So become my granter of all my desires, like a cow granting milk, and you are the beloved of the enemy of Manmatha, that is Shiva. You are Kameshwari. Along with Kameshwara, you are creating the universe of good people, of good, and you are at the center of Kamapitha, Kamakoti Pitha, and you are Kamala, you are Mahalakshmi, you are also the ornament of the Sahasradala, Sahasrara Chakra, and you are also in the form of Kamakala Bijam, and you are Kamakoti, and you are Kamakshi. Next.
मध्ये हृदयं मध्ये निखिलं मध्ये शिरोऽपि वास्तव्यां चण्डकरशक्रकार्मुक चन्द्रसमाभां नमामि कामाक्षीम्.
Kamakshim Namami. I prostrate to Kamakshi. Now he is describing. He is saying, Vastavyam, she is residing in the human body in three places. In the human body, Kamakshi Devi is residing in three places. Madhye Hridayam, Madhye Nitilam, Madhye Shiro Api. Madhye Hridayam, in the center of the heart. Madhye Nitilam, in the center of the forehead. Nitila means forehead. Madhye Shiraha, in the center of the head. Now, in all these three places, she is residing, she is appearing in different forms. Those three forms are described in the second line. Chandakara, Shakrakarmuka, Chandra Samabham. Abha means radiance, brilliance, shine. Now she is having a shine, in all these three places, she is appearing like a very shining, brilliant being. Now that shine is given different examples, different forms of the shine. One is Chandakara. Chandakara is Surya. Chandakara means, Kara means rays, terrible rays. Surya of terrible rays. When he is hot, you cannot bear the heat. That's why he is Chanda. Chandakara is Surya. So Madhya Hridayam is Chandakara. In the center of the heart, he is appearing, Devi is appearing with the radiance of a sun. Madhya Nitilam, in the center of the forehead, she is appearing with the radiance of Shakra Karmuka, Indra Dhanush. Shakra is Indra, Karmuka is Dhanush, bow. That is Indra's bow. Indra's bow is colors of rainbow. Indra's bow is rainbow. Indra's bow is rainbow. Shakra Karmaka is rainbow. So in different colors, she is appearing in the forehead like a rainbow, a radiance of a rainbow. Madhye Shiraha, in the center of the head, she is appearing like Chandra, like a moon, very cool, beautiful moon. That is just below the Sahasradala. She is appearing as Chandra with the radiance of Chandra. Madhyeshira, Madhyeshiraha, Madhyeshiras. Sama Abham. Now Chandakara Sama Abham, Shakra Karmuka Sama Abham, Chandra Sama Abham. Sama Abham is for all the three. With radiance with radiance similar to all these three. That Kamakshi I prostrate, who is having the radiance of a sun in the center of the heart, who is having the radiance of Indradhanush, rainbow, in the center of the forehead, who is having the radiance of cool Chandra, moon, in the center of the head. She is residing in these three places with those three radiances. I pray to her. I think we close now and we allow time for questions. No questions?
Guruji, one question. In the last sloka, the number 50, what is the significance of the Indra's bow, Shakra Karmuka? So you said that Devi is residing as the Indra's bow, the rainbow, in the forehead, middle of the forehead. So what is the significance of that?
See, these are various experiences the sadhaka undergoes. These are all described by saints who have gone through Sri Vidya experiences. So some see her in the Hridaya as a sun, with the brightness of the sun. Some see her multicolored beauty in the forehead. Some see her very cool, Chandra-like in the Shiras. These are experiences. Same Devi gives you different types of experiences at different occasions, depending on your evolution. From Hridaya, you are evolving to forehead. From forehead, you are evolving to Shiras. These are higher. As you go higher and higher in your attainment, this also increases. Because see, Chandakara Surya is very difficult to bear, very hot. From there, you are going to the coolness of the moon. So in between, you have the various colors, various attractive colors. This is the experience of the saints.
Okay. And Vastavyam, what is the meaning of that word Vastavyam?
Vastavya means residing.
Oh, residing. Okay.
Residing in.
Yes, Maji, you can kindly unmute and ask your question. You've raised your hand.
Yeah, thank you. In Shloka 43, Asmai, Sarva, Kritaye, all the padas are pullingam. So how can we associate with the Devi Kamakshi?